2022 was the worst. Before I go ahead and jump into why 2022 was so terrible, I want to share some of the big wins for the year. We were able to complete 22 projects in varying scale, from full-blown remodels to just simple deck projects. And with that, we were able to do our best year ever with $2 million in revenue. And none of this would have been possible without our phenomenal subcontractors as well as our 6-man crew. But despite all of that, 2022 was still a really rough and honestly it was the worst. It sucked. It absolutely sucked. Unfortunately, we had some team members that left us in about a $350,000 hole to climb out of. And all of us did whatever we had to do to stay afloat. We were working 14 to 16 hour days, 6 to 7 days a week for 7 months. But thankfully, we were able to work ourselves out of that hole and get back to zero. And I had to give a huge shout out to our crew. They put in so much time, so much effort, helped us execute on all these projects. And I really had to thank our subcontractors. They were really flexible with us and they really helped us out through this time. So if any of you are watching this, thank you so much. Words can't even express how much and how important y'all are to us. So here are a couple of the really big lessons that I learned from this past year after everything that we've been through. Make sure you surround yourself with the right people. I've been saying this for many years now, but I got hit with it good and hard, straight in the face this past year. Unfortunately, the people that we had in place did not want the best for us and for the business, hence why we were left with a $350,000 hole to dig out of. But thankfully, we have other great people around us that helped us out through this situation. And lesson number 2, tough times don't last, but tough people do. I know it sounds super cliche, but I know for myself, I was in a really dark spot and I literally could not see the light at the end of the tunnel. But thankfully, we were able to work ourselves out of that situation and things settled back down. So if there's anyone out there listening, just please remember this. Tough times don't last, tough people do. You may not be able to see it right now, but just give it time and things will get better. With 2022 now behind us and all those lessons learned from all those trials and challenges that we went through, I'm actually really excited for what we have coming up here in 2023. We already have half of the year already booked out with projects, and these are some really cool projects. We're gonna be building a couple of new custom homes, as well as wrapping up some of our old projects like the golf simulator, and there's gonna be a few renovations sprinkled in throughout the year. So I'm pretty darn excited to see what's ahead. And with that, I've realized that I've only really tried to show the good stuff that's happening with the business through the channel. And this year, I wanna make sure that I also show the good and the bad, because not everything is sunshine and rainbows. As you can tell, 2022 was pretty darn challenging, so who knows what's ahead. So I want to thank you guys that are regular viewers of the channel, and I really hope that you like the content that we're going to be putting out this year. So with that, let's go ahead and check out some of my own personal favorite parts from 2022. But before we get into it, can you please give the video a thumbs up? It really helps me out for the channel. And if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any other great projects that we have coming up. Let's get into it. To start out the year, I got to do something I look forward to every single year, and that is the ski trip with some of my closest friends. I was pretty fortunate to be roommates with Cole the Corn Star when we were in college, and we have a shared passion of snow sports. He likes skiing and I love snowboarding. So for the past 4 years, we've been doing this annual ski trip, and this year we added along his brother Cooper, aka Magic Mullet. Be sure to subscribe. Seth from Sup Photography, give him a follow, as well as Parker. We had a blast going out to Colorado and shredding the mountains, and we hit some of the biggest jumps I've ever hit. Check it out.
Welcome to the mountains.
We're looking at like you see that's like a 30-foot span?
Actually, it's more like 40 or.
So we're gonna be like 10 feet in there, but it's really long when we're going downhill. So I'll let you guys get set up.
I see a sky.
porn star?
Where? Yo, everyone go to YouTube, check out my mullet, unsubscribe.
What do you want to say?
Hi mom, hi dad. My God, are you f***ing kidding? Dude, what the? Okay, well.
No.
Next up on the docket is probably one of my favorite projects we've ever done. The customers were absolutely incredible, and I love seeing the transformation of this house from beginning to end. Their daughter is an interior designer and helped pick out all of the finishing touches, and this place turned out absolutely stunning. Drop a comment down below and let me know what you think of this transformation.
Today is the day that we've been waiting for. We're gonna be wrapping up this house remodel we've been working on. Caleb and Jacob have been working on this project really hard over the past few months. Yesterday, the crew went ahead and got all of the insulation put in the vaulted ceiling for both sides of it, and today they are working on doing the drywall. Caleb and Marvin have already gotten this section of the drywalling done, but we still have quite a bit left to go. So we're gonna get after it so that we can get this all buttoned up. Then we'll be able to start taping, floating, and go ahead and texture the drywall. Let's get to it. We are now moving on to the next part, which is doing the demo of this floor. This house is going to get all new engineered hardwood floors, so we need to get the tile and current wood floors pulled up. Moving on to the next part of the project, which is painting. The customers wanted the ceilings, baseboard, and trim painted in decorator's white, and for the walls, we're gonna be using classic gray. We finally pulled up all of the floor masking, all the masking on the countertops, and we're wrapping everything up. Let's take a look. Before all the craziness of 2022 happened, I got to spend quite a bit of time with one of my nephews. We went out to Stevens Pass quite often to go snowboarding and just hanging out. But this is probably my favorite time that we got to go up. We went up in some robes and we were shredding down the mountain, and everybody had a comment on it, so it was absolutely fun. We just like to give each other a hard time, so it's probably one of my favorite times, getting to spend time with him. So I really enjoyed it, and I hope you do too. What's What's up, everybody? We are back out here at Stevens Pass. I got my nephew Brandon here. It's a pretty chill day. We busted out the ropes. Brandon, how are you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great today.
He's managed to lose all of his ability to snowboard. We're gonna work on getting his skills back up. So we're gonna go hit the terrain park. Let's get to it. Dude, look at you starting dash. Dang, you actually look like you know what you're doing today. Those are like weak jumps right now.
I didn't want to hit them. Okay, I'll do them. Don't worry.
Yeah, you better. You got to redeem yourself on this road.
I'm gonna hit a 180 on one of them.
Oh, you're gonna do a 180. Cap. Ooh, okay. Okay. Well, that's going on the reel.
My goal for the day is to land a 360 before Zach, obviously.
I haven't even been trying to do a 360. I feel like I get talked into this every time.
That sounds like a bummer.
We're gonna land this 360 before him. It's probably gonna be super easy. We're gonna get it done. These 180s are super easy to do. It's something about doing a 360 that seems to be harder. Look at this. That's a 180. That's super easy. For some reason, the 360 is harder.
I don't think you can do a standing 360. No.
Close enough.
No.
That's gonna be hard to do off of a jump. I got the 180. I'm not doing a 360 here.
Hit 360 off of this?
No. This little roller right here is my best chance for doing a 360 today.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what that was. I'll show you how it's done.
Yeah, so that was a pretty sweet 360 you threw there, that last one. You got a little something on
I
it.
got some. That was unfortunate. I don't even know what happened. I think I did it the wrong way or something.
I think you just couldn't do a 180. So how are you going to do a 360?
We'll see.
Are you going to end up hitting one of these today?
Eventually. It's not my day today.
Yeah, I can tell.
Actually, I don't know. Last time I got here.
Let's go. Road life, yes. We are at a different part of the terrain park called the Lower Mavericks. And as you can see, there are some pretty big jumps down here. And last time we were here, Brandon absolutely decimated himself. Brandon, you ready to do this?
I'm feeling pretty good.
There you go.
I'm gonna do great.
All right, you gonna clear it?
Maybe not.
Don't do too many sweet checks, bro. Knuckle.
I gotta get more speed.
Yeah.
And I almost hit that back edge when I was coming around. I felt my toe. I went.
The temptation to hit the big one is kind of big right now.
Hit the thing.
Yeah, that was the first time I've ever hit the bigger one on those waterfall jumps. I didn't really know what speed to hit it at, so the fact that I cleared it, I'm really happy about it. I'm feeling pretty accomplished for the day, so I think we're gonna take a couple more runs. Didn't quite get the 360 down. Brandon, did you even get a 180 down?
Yeah, obviously.
I don't think so. Yeah, no, I didn't really see any 180s, but we're gonna take a couple more runs and then call it a day. Let's go. on that one. Felt so weird because like I didn't really get to pop off of it. I kind of hit like the bottom of that jump. My leg caved a little bit. Dude, I thought I was gonna eat it. Like coming off of that lip, I was like, oh, I am not balanced at all. So that's why my legs kind of tucked in. But I was like, oh, I just did a little backside grab. Call it a day. So, but you know, still landed it, so we're good.
The next project I'm about to show you was probably the smoothest job that I've ever been on. We were able to complete this project with pretty much no hiccups throughout the whole entire process, and it was awesome. And it was great to see the transformation of this place that hadn't been touched in over 50 years.
What is up, everybody? It's Bonz here. We are officially all done with this Rambler renovation we have been working on for the past couple of months. This project has gone super well and flowed seamlessly. So sit back, relax, and check out this transformation of this property from beginning to end. This is a new project that we are kicking off. The customer wanted us to go through and remove the popcorn ceiling. Unfortunately, it had asbestos, so we had to have an abatement company come through and scrape it.
Overall, they did a really good job with the scraping. There will definitely be areas that we had to come through and touch up, but for the most part, they did a really good job with removing all of the popcorn ceiling.
In addition to redoing the ceilings, the customer also wants us to do a kitchen remodel. Last but not least, they want all new flooring throughout their house. Now that the abatement company is done, we can move on to the next part of this project, which is refinishing the ceiling and starting the demo. Oh, that makes me cringe so bad. Look at this. Just like how those straight lines. Just the fact that it was laid in a straight line. Whoever laid this floor before did not do any justice. It's bad, but at least now it's coming out.
We are done with this whole floor. All the way through the kitchen, dining, there's the living room. Here's your pantry closet. Running right into there, no transitions. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, it's crazy how many doors are in this hallway. We are finished with all this trim in here. Got it all prepped, caulked in, all the nail holes filled in.
Today we have quite a bit going on. We have the countertops that are going to be getting installed. We also have the electricians coming along to install some ceiling fans as well as a chandelier and a couple of flush mount lights. So let's get to it.
Well, the electricians are officially done with their part with hanging all the ceiling fans as well as the flush mount lights. The countertop guys are working on finishing up their part. Let's go take a look.
And last but not least, one last exciting thing that happened in 2022 was that we got our own office space. For the past 7 years, we've been operating out of my parents' house, so I know they're happy to get the office out of there, and we are now at a new location where we can just come here, we can work. Once we're done with work, we can go home and not think about it. So it's really nice, and it's cool to know that we've finally come all of this way, and we now have our own little office as well as show space. So here it is.
This is the brand new office space that we're gonna be operating out of. So recently we did a project where we renovated an old bank and turned it over into a chiropractic office. Well, they didn't need the whole space for the chiropractic office, so they sectioned off this back half as another area for lease, and so we went ahead and leased it. As you can see, there's definitely work that still needs to get done to get this place absolutely ready to have customers as well as our own office space. So over the next couple of weeks, me and the old man will be in here leveling out the floors, putting in new flooring, and we have our cabinet maker as well as our countertop people making some displays for us so that we can give customers an idea of what we can do. In this back area is going to be our office space for me, my dad, my uncle, whoever else that we need to actually have for when we're doing office days. Overall, this place is really nice. I'm really excited to actually start moving everything over here so that we can have a place outside of the house to do work. Sometimes it can be really hard to separate work and life, and so this will help us out with managing that, because we can just come here and work, and then when we're done we can just spend time at home not worrying about work things. This is a huge step forward for us, so we're really happy.
So with that, we are officially wrapped up with 2022. I am more than happy to put that behind us and start looking forward to what's ahead for us in 2023. I have to thank you all again, all you viewers who constantly watch the channel and check things out. I really appreciate your support, and I'm excited to bring you more awesome content for this upcoming year. I hope you liked this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll catch you on the next one.